Welcome back to the Weekend Wake-Up Show. While we're talking Fringe this morning, the Fringe Theatre Festival is kicking off this week, and we're talking about a couple of shows that are going on that maybe I recommend, or if you're wanting to check something out. Now, this one is, it looks very promising to me. It's called Death Farmer, and I think I can maybe relate to a little bit, and that's why I'm drawn to it. But I'll read you a little bit about it. It's Sam, an ambitious law school graduate, returns to the family farm he left years ago to help his elderly mother, Margaret, sell it. In the process, Sam deals with the memories of his deceased father, Henry, a hard man with whom he never saw eye to eye, and his ex-girlfriend, Opal, a free spirit who shared Sam's heart, but not his life ambitions. This morning on the Weekend Wake-Up Show, we're talking with Eric Warwaruk, and you are the writer and director of Death Farmer. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Oh, thanks. Great to be here.
Okay, now, it's something that like I said, is something that I can maybe relate with a little bit, because I'm from a small town farming community, and, you know, I've left and I've thought about, you know, am I going to go back one day, that kind of thing. And I understand as well, you know, writing this, you were able to relate as well, because you're from a small farming community as well.
Yes, I grew up on a family farm between Erickson and Minnedosa, which is about an hour north of Brandon.
Okay, and so what inspired you then to write this story?
Yeah, it's just basically, you know, it's just about memories about the family farm that I grew up on. I haven't been back myself in years. About 4 years ago, my father passed away, and I don't know, like when I grew up on the farm, wherever, it just we went through some hardships and stuff like that, and I don't know, it's like when it came time to, I always felt like I wanted to write something about that experience. And also, just in general, like family farm is a kind of a disappearing facet of Western Canada life and the landscape. So I wanted to both represent what I experienced growing up on the farm, and also just in general what I think people in general on the family farm are experiencing across Canada.
So it's even a lot more autobiographical than I thought. What about the character Opal? Does that kind of play into real life a little bit as well?
Yeah, but I guess basically I wanted to write first a play about characters and people, and I didn't really want to hit people over the head with, you know, the whole message of disappearing family farm. Mm-hmm. I wanted to, like, you know, it's essentially about relationships as well. It's about people and characters, and about Sam, the main character, and how he perceives his life and how it ties back. Everything ties back to family farm in a way, and it's really a way because he's never really been back to family farm in years, but when he does come back to help his mom sell it, it's just the memories of everything he's experienced finally comes up, and now he's like, now it's like the time to deal with it. Yeah. So that's basically what happens with it.
Yeah. Is this your first show that you've either written or directed for the Winnipeg Theatre Fringe Festival?
Yes, it is.
It is. Yeah. So you must be a little bit nervous/excited for this week.
Yeah, you know, and honestly, it's just been a whirlwind of activity and just of getting everything ready for the show. So I haven't really had a chance to actually have it sink in that I have my first Fringe play happening. Because really, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like playing whack-a-mole. You know, you're writing your script, then you get your actors together, and then you got to rehearse the actors and get everything arranged that way, and get your props together, and get your stage manager, and deal with all the deadlines, and you know, so it's just one thing after another. And actually, thank God for that, because it's probably, if I actually did think about my play is going to be playing in front of people, I'd probably get a little bit more nervous than I am.
It's a very vulnerable experience to have something you've written and directed, you kind of put your blood, sweat, and tears into, be presented in front of Winnipeg, Manitoba, people from all over the world really coming for this festival, and you know, they can say amazing things and they can say bad things, like, you know, and it's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I actually never thought about it. Bring it up.
Great, sorry. I'm sure it'll be great. Now, I know that people can go to winnipegfringe.com if they want more info on times of your show to go check it out. Now, what would you categorize this under? Wouldn't I guess be a comedy? Would it be like a drama? How could they find it?
It's drama, but it's drama with comic undertones to it too. Okay. It's actually kind of a lighthearted drama in a way. But,
something a lot of people can enjoy.
Exactly. It's for everyone, I feel, and I think everyone will have a really enjoyable experience with it.
Great. Well, it's called Death Farmer, and we've been chatting with Eric Warwaruk, and he's the writer-director of Death Farmer. If you want to find out more, head to winnipegfringe.com, and first show is Thursday, July 14th, so best of luck.
Thanks so much, Justine.
Yeah, no worries at all. Death Farmer, winnipegfringe.com. We've got birthdays and anniversaries coming up next.